your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you've changed my life. No, no, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me.
For Fred and Ginger, 10 years had passed since their last movie together. The Barkleys of Broadway was not planned. Fred had retired in 1946 after Blue Skies, but was talked out of retirement by Gene Kelly to do Easter Parade with Judy Garland after Kelly broke his leg. It was a big hit and put Fred on top again. The Barkleys of Broadway was to be his next pairing with Garland, but by now she had succumbed to her addictions, so Ginger got the call. Yet this movie seems made for them, and I believe this was the highest-grossing movie either of them would appear in for the rest of their careers until Fred appeared in towering Inferno 25 years later. This movie is more than that for me, a huge Fred and Ginger fan. It is almost a story of what if. If David O. Selznick had not seen Fred's potential, regardless of his wretched screen test, and Fred went back to Broadway. If Ginger had decided to stay safe on Broadway after her first hit, instead of gambling it all and running off to Hollywood. If they continued dating. 20 years later, they very well might have been the real-life Barkleys. Fred would still have been the OCD perfectionist. Ginger would still have been sensitive, remembering every slight. Ginger would still have wanted to prove herself as a dramatic actress. And others would still have had romantic designs on the two of them. To me, this movie is the two of them playing their real lives, if. In the opening scene, Fred and Ginger do a nice little dance, swing trot, but it is almost completely covered over by the opening credits. Duh. On the ride to the opening night party, we see they squabble a great deal, Fred the perfectionist, and Ginger being overly sensitive to criticism. Just like they really were.
You'll adore the step that everyone's been waiting for. You'll find the crowd on every dancing floor, because there's something called a swing trot. Remember, swing trot, it's a deal. It's very simple with a rhythm feel. You grab a partner when you hear a band, and you're the greatest dancer in the land. Irresistible, on and on. Oh, what a dancer will have hit upon.
Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. We're overjoyed at this wonderful reception of our third show together, and I think I speak for my two lifelong partners, my charming wife and Ezra Miller, the composer, when I say that none of us could have done it without the other two.
I don't know. I've done it before without you two. 4 shows, 4 flops. Incidentally, while we're patting each other on the back, what about your little woman? She contributed something to the occasion.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, but what would my performance be without my husband, Josh Barkley's clever lyrics and brilliant direction?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that my lyrics and direction would mean absolutely nothing without my clever and brilliant wife to perform them.
Ladies and gentlemen, I merely performed the material the way my husband taught and directed me.
But ladies and gentlemen, in the hands of a talent such as my lovely wife Dinah's, any material would look pretty darn wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, This meeting of the Mutual Admiration Society is now adjourned. Thank you and good night.
Allow me, madame.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Opening night. It was wonderful, though, wasn't it? Everything went so smoothly.
Just goes to show all those little troubles along the way just don't matter now. Like, darling, did you really mean all those things you said about me in your curtain speech?
Well, honey, of course I did. It was your show tonight. I could feel it.
Then you mean it was really all right?
All right. Well, you were terrific. You got all your laughs, your timing, every gesture. Perfect.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Of course, if I wanted to be, well, it didn't amount to anything. There was one place in the subway scene that maybe you could have gotten a little more out of, but, well...
Really?
No, it was nothing. It was just...
No. What was wrong? I want to know.
Oh, it was just a detail. Probably opening night nerves. We'll talk about it later.
I want to talk about it now. I won't sleep a wink tonight worrying about it.
There's nothing to worry about. Let's drop it.
What do you mean, drop it? You brought it up. If you think you can sit here and criticize me...
I
just
don't
because
want to go into it now. It's just a detail.
It's always just a detail here, a detail there, and then it starts to grow. Big on everything I do. It's just... What was it?
Well, if you must know, I just thought you could have put a little more drama there, a little more emotion. The audience wants to cry there. You didn't let them. You owe it to them. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Did it ever occur to you that you made...
Please like and subscribe.